On this Easter Sunday, we wanted to show how choirs and communities spent Holy Week preparing for this special day, starting with the Madeleine Choir School at the Cathedral of the Madeleine.
1 and 4 and...
So this week we're preparing for Easter and all the really big masses coming up.
Nice.
The choir school at the Cathedral of the Madeleine is made up of students ages 10 to 14 who work hard to perform challenging music.
The difficulty is, I'd say, pretty hard because, like, for the higher voices, they have to hit really high notes like A's and B's, and those are like really high. I can't hit those. I'm an alto.
They just work very, very hard and receive the training from our staff and make this marvelous music. But every year, these students rise to the occasion and again generate a choir that offers this musical excellence and service to the prayer. This particular chant is extremely old, and it's also sung every Good Friday. So we're kind of keeping this century-old tradition going in this celebration on Good Friday. Here we are, just on T1s. Ready? They kind of capture this logic for life that Jesus of Nazareth tried to teach. And so it communicates musically this idea of the offering of oneself for the sake of others. And that's kind of a key message of these 3 days.
As part of their choir, these students travel the nation and even internationally, performing and hearing music. But it's their audience at home that means the most.
Well, my grandparents, especially, they think that's really cool that I'm able to help the community and make people feel like excited about the music and happy.
Here on Temple Square, members of the Tabernacle Choir have been encouraged when they sing to convey feelings of the divine.
And it's important that they are feeling that spirit of the divine to be able to communicate that to those who listen around the world. So we're suggesting that they think about the things that they're grateful for, that as they look at Easter and as they look at their family and they look at all the things that are valuable to them, that they sing with that in mind.
How does music enhance our ability to worship?
Well, music comes with a special language. It's a universal language that's often referred to. It's because it causes people to feel things routinely. This is a profoundly important holiday, celebration, commemoration for all Christians around the world. And it's one that music needs to be part of because one can remember that when the Savior of the world was born and at other times in his life, he was accompanied by concourses of angels. I sometimes like to think of the Tabernacle Choir as those concourses of angels in immortality.
On Easter, their music could reach an audience of 8 million people worldwide, so they have a broad message that is felt and heard.
That's what our mission is. It's to reach out at times when people want to feel a sense of the divine and to deliver an atmosphere that will allow them to feel that sense of peace and to connect with the spark of divinity that's in them.
Also this week, a first for our community. This was opening week for the new Bees baseball stadium, and for a night, it held an event for Utahns who are all on the same team.
To be able to celebrate and worship with others is really the opportunity that we're trying to get.
This interfaith event brought together thousands of people of many faiths to share their beliefs.
I love Easter time. I love Jesus, obviously, and just wanted to kind of feel the this commonality with our fellow Christians.
The pastor of Neighborhood Church in Harriman envisioned this moment.
As soon as I heard the bees were coming to daybreak, we meet at Neighborhood Church right down the street. And I just thought it would be amazing to have an Easter service someday in this stadium. And I approached a couple of others at the South Valley Interfaith Council gathering 14 months ago, almost exactly.
There was music, speakers, and a chance to cheer what they all share in common.
Why so important to you when we talk about the interfaith of it?
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
I think there's a couple of factors that work together here. And I think the conversation has broadened a little bit to where Latter-day Saints and evangelical Christians are okay saying we don't believe the same things. So we can have a conversation, and I don't have to dislike you or fight with you or cause contention or anything like that.
If it all comes down to it, that's why we're all here. And the opportunity to worship, and regardless of faith and religion, like, it's awesome. I love being here and worshiping with others, and everybody has their own way of worshiping, and I appreciate that.
Kind of my hope is just to have a good time, to be with other people who believe in Jesus, and really kind of feel that community, that camaraderie with other people who believe what we do.
Thanks for joining us on this Easter morning. We hope you'll join us right back here next week at the same time, 9 a.m. Music and the spoken word is next.